Good morning, everybody. Well, it is another rainy morning, so we don't think we're going out for a puppy walk this morning, but happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, I don't know when this rain is scheduled to stop, but little man here, he's been laying on. I came downstairs at 10 minutes to 6, and he was already down here. Did you see Ben here all night, buddy? Did you? Yeah, I'll take you out for a little one here in a little bit. And I'll give you breakfast. It's going for like 5:45 now. 5:45, I mean. Oh. So this is going to probably be a car video, if much, if anything else. But, yeah, long day today. So, 8 to 8. So excited. A little bit of a headache when I woke up this morning. It's kind of fading away a little bit. It's like right here. You know, sometimes just feel a little stuffy, but I think it's the weather. I really do. This weather will mess with you. So. Oh, yeah. I'm continuing to watch. Well, mainly Damage 22. I really hope I'm saying his channel name right. Because he's continuing to play around with the Ace, just to see, you know. I still go back to the fact that and he even agreed with me in some comments. So he felt like I didn't get a fantastic camera compared to what some of these other YouTubers are getting. So it kind of makes me feel like, you know, a second go at it with a different model, a different one would be helpful. I know everybody's talking about this. There's a new update apparently coming out for the GoPro, or it has come out, that really, honestly, the features it added didn't seem like they were much. But part of me still goes, you know, as for a vlogger, I think the GoPro has, with the Volta handle, because you can turn that camera around without like taking it off. That whole unit spins, it charges it, so you get extra battery life on the go. The Media Mod, with being able to add external mics and having cold shoe mounts and a light, it makes things a little bit more convenient. It's kind of where the Ace just is lacking in accessories that help with, you know, an all-in-one package. But then, granted, a day like today, Media Mod is not waterproof. The light might be okay, but without the Media Mod, you can't hook it up. And external mics, you're not going to be running them in the rain. So, I mean, I go through it with the iPhone because, like, a day like today, the ShiftCam, I'm not so worried about. It seems to be able to handle some, you know, some moisture, especially with the fact that, let me show you here, the charge port on this is on the bottom, which is helpful because it's not facing the sky when you're using it. But with having that plate on the bottom, that covers, and there's rubber in there, a little rubber seal that locks that in. I feel like the charging port on this is protected. I don't know what the water rating is on this, but it's a pretty tightly sealed unit. I think this out in the rain is safe for my usage, at least. You know, I wouldn't dive with it, obviously. It has actually fallen in the lake. It was the only device that survived besides the phone. So there's just little things. Yeah, here's just the plate that was actually on the Action, or the Ace 4, excuse me, the Ace Pro, Jesus, I'm calling things all kinds of wrong. But yeah, the gray on this one is the red, or the gray on this one is that rubber piece, and I have it in there pretty tight. So I think water getting in there with that on there would be even more of a waterproofing, even though it's not really. There's always sacrifices, and you go by weather. And lighting is a huge one, especially in Pennsylvania right now. You see the vlogs. It is nighttime right now. Even if I work till 4 o'clock, I have maybe 45 minutes of some light. By 5 o'clock here, it's dark in the winter. Get up in the morning, it is pitch black out there and raining right now, and it won't start getting light until probably about 10 after 7 right now. So it's light is an important feature I need. And honestly, I forgot about this issue with the mics plugging directly in because I quit doing that after shattering the screen. Kind of quit doing it before that. And see, for me, I like the overall premise of the DJI mics, but the reason personally I switched back to the Rode Wireless Go 2 with the digital cable is the fact that I get my audio chime back. You know, the ShiftCam, I have mentioned this time and time again, when it comes to a Bluetooth control, it is the most, I say, accurate, most consistent. The only time it doesn't work is if the thing powers off, and that takes about like 15 minutes of idle, where that it'll disconnect the Bluetooth and you just squeeze the trigger for a couple seconds and it'll reconnect. But having that audio chime and know it's recording clips every time is, to me, is just a peace of mind. It's not for everybody. And with Android phones, a lot of them, you know, the Samsungs for sure, they cut like a small little clip of audio. And the other thing I had with Samsung is there's always a piece of, like, I think 1 to 3 seconds of audio loss and a black clip, which Final Cut has registered as an error in the past. Hasn't been so bad before I got rid of the 23, but it's just, and the light doesn't, I don't know, the flashlight, you gotta like program it every time you do it. You set this thing to auto on the iPhone and it just works. It just works. It's just, what's convenient for you is what you should use. What is your best thing? I mean, you know, for me, this is the way I wanted to go from the get-go. The TX30 was, you know, my starting camera. And then I was watching Street Speed 717, and he was using the Hero 4. I was like, oh, I have a GoPro. I'll start using that. Because he was doing, like, he'd go to the gas station, just pop it on the roof of the car while he's filling. He'd talk to the camera and stuff. But it just, you know, like the GoPro right now out in this weather, if you don't have the media mod, but you're not going to, or the media mod and the light, which the media mod is not listed as water resistant, I think for diving. In this, the seals are pretty decent. I think you'd be okay. You may destroy that, I'm not sure. But you'd need it to put the light on there. Then you got a powered light on every time. This is automatic. So it's just, I don't set shots up. I'm not like, you know, sitting there taking a ton of time. Everything is on the fly. And very rarely, very, very rarely, probably 0.00001, do I ever refilm a clip because of a mess up. If I'm, like just now, called that thing the wrong thing, that's all staying in. I mean, it's just, some people are perfectionists and other people are actually doing scripted vlogs. And if it doesn't follow the script, oh, gotta redo that clip. Don't do that. I don't do that. You know, I know back in the day, Corey Williams, when he was vlogging, he would always say he was too much of a perfectionist for his videos. And because he was more of a filmmaker, skit creator, it's a different concept than, you know, just being out, you know, showing what you're doing for the day. I hope that all makes sense. Alright, enough of that rambling. I'm gonna get these guys out here a little bit on the patio and do their business. Bria actually, I was loving her up. And she jumped down. Of course, I said, you want breakfast? And she ran down the stairs. So, apparently she's feeling okay. I thought she was not, but let's go pedal, buddy. You can do it. The other day, I think he went back and forth about 20 sometimes and then walked in the house and never did a thing. But it's overnight, so yeah, there we go. All right. What are you doing? You are naked? Did I take her and stuff? Because it looked like it was digging into her, like right under here. The way she was laying, so yeah, took her bra off. Yeah, all right, let's get inside. Yeah, it's raining pretty hard, and it's not a downpour, but it's enough that we'd be soaked on a walk. Alrighty. Every time I do this clip, I'm always sideways. See, this is okay. So this clip is technically filming vertical, but I have the phone or horizontal. Alright, so I'm going to stop it, get it right, and see between the two clips if there's any just difference in quality. Alright, now we're actually filming horizontal. Snowman's almost done. I don't see a quality degrade because it is still filming in the full aspect. That other camera is doing, I think I made it very clear. So when you're filming vertical, you're filming like this, what it's doing is it's taking a 16:9 right in the center of the screen, which I've had to do before, and it destroys it because it's filming just that little itty bitty spot, and you can't adjust it. Like if you're filming vertically and you want to make it a 16:9, say I recommend doing a shot that's pretty far out. You can crop an area, but then you can pick where of that vertical image you're getting. It's kind of like what the 8.7 sensor's doing in the GoPro, except it's shooting square, or not quite square. It's shooting yeah, but it gives you the option to get a better one, either vertical, where it picks and cuts very less off, and that's why they get away with that less of a quality degrade when you use that feature. Makes sense. I mean, I've done this long enough to understand some of it. I'm not an expert, don't get me wrong, but I know why that Black Camera Magic app has an issue with that. It's cool that it can do it, but the sensor on the iPhone isn't designed for it. And getting back to the front-facing video, I didn't really walk that much, so I'll just take a trip up the stairs here. And, you know, my hand's jittering a little bit. I think the 15 no, it was autofocus that they changed on it. Yeah, I don't think there's stabilization on this lens at all. If it is, it's very minimal, and it doesn't perform the best. So that's why I never prefer to use it. I mean, if you want a clear background, this would have been an interesting test versus the Ace, is to see what Damage 22 is talking about is the detail in the background. You know, I can see the tree clearly. I can see the closet clearly. Like he's talking with like the DJI and the GoPro that you lose the background clarity, which is his whole purpose. He wants a camera that he's getting himself and his background subject all in focus. I used to be that way. I used to want clarity all around, and I didn't really think I was going to like bokeh. But the more I walk around here and tenants change and attitudes change, you can really notice that I tried to honestly quit filming once we come back up into where the apartments are. That's why we take a trip down and out of the way of people. The only thing I run into is traffic coming down the road. And I stop the camera because I can't see behind me, and I don't want to accidentally catch, Mr., I don't want to be on film. So I might sound like I'm being snarky or sarcastic or belligerent or whatever, but I am respecting his goddamn wishes. And I get it. And I told him that. This is what pisses me off. It says, I don't film people intentionally, and then he comes and attacks me that I was filming him when I clearly was not. It's just, had he been in the video, I would have cut him out. And he wouldn't have been in it anyway. It was a blurry background. So that's the other thing I like about the Pocket 3 is that effect. It does have the effect with the 1-inch sensor. Again, you can't take it outside today. Not in Pennsylvania, not in rain. If they were to figure a way to give you some sort of waterproof sleeve that you could put on to cover the ports, there could have been some things done there to at least make it somewhat usable in bad weather. So, yeah, this rant is kind of more for myself in a way that quit trying out other cameras, Kurt, because you've got what works for you. And the more I test and the more I, go back to the iPhone, the more clear that gets pounded into my little brain. I just like technology, and I like playing with new toys. Wiz, am I a bad daddy? I forgot to give you guys your treat because I was too busy talking to the camera. Yeah, I did. Well, good thing about this is, there's actually some different vlogging material. The rain does have its benefits, I guess. I was actually thinking about that this morning a little bit. It was like going back in time when I lived in my own little place. Even when Terry and I first started dating, I did more filming in the house. and stuff. It's just, you know, over time that changes and whatnot. So, yeah, you know, we haven't lit our Christmas tree in a hot minute. You know what? You know, she's gonna go lay down. So, you know what? No, I'm gonna light it for a minute. Let me see here. Quick here. Gotta get down here. This is the problem. It's not very super convenient. We don't have much. It's like I look back at some of our old Christmas trees, and yeah. And the other one I never even decorated, so at this point I'm not going to bother. But I love this. Oh, that pillow fell back. That's kind of like the basset section. There's bassets everywhere. I think, yep, there's a basset hound there. Is not a basset hound, but I forget what kind of dog that is. With the big old rowels. And somewhere, oh, there's a basset hound. Mateo has literally, where is Mateo? That is the only thing we have of an actual min pin. That was from Knoebels. Basset. Another basset hound. We think that's a basset hound. That is an actual Doberman, a full-size Doberman, but we felt like it was small enough to look like a min pin. Basset hound. Terry's parents. Both of those photos. Okay, somewhere there was... Oh, there's my mom and stepdad back there. Yeah, we have some little Mateo. That was like year one. I black and whited that photo. Came out really cool. I know I mentioned occasionally, but like I said, my dad is actually here with us. So, and I forget. I could always come down and talk to him if I wanted to. And then there's the random skeletons around the house. Now I don't think I filmed it, but during Halloween, she has a bride and groom that was hanging here, and they come down lower, and I kept hitting my head on them. This is the funniest one. The bat's upside down. He holds different things throughout the year in his mouth. Different decorations. Let's see, a basset hound, another basset. Priya, you are spoiled around here. Yeah, that one there we have, and my coworker actually got me that. So I think I'm gonna put this one upstairs. So she got some other signs too, but that picture, that's an old picture too. That was when we went to Woolrich at the baseball field, and they were running around playing. Are you waiting for mommy? And barking at all the neighbors going to work? Oh, did I say mommy? Did I say mommy? Alright, got another basset hound there. Another one there. Another one back there. A frog. That one I got at the Lewisburg antique store. My mom gave us those. That looks more like an Irish setter, but I think it's supposed to be a basset hound. It's actually a boot scraper. Yeah. I don't know if any more bassets are around here. Our fireplace thing worked out pretty neat. Especially while Terry was off and not feeling well. It was nice and cozy. It was listed as a wiener dog, but the ears tell me it's a basset hound. I don't know. And then that's supposed to just be a puppy. And we have another scraper of a dachshund. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's just a little tour of the downstairs for right now. That's the Christmas scene. It's funny because I had those pine cones still hanging from last year. They're the cinnamon scented ones that have no scent anymore. So I was like, can I have them? I'm going to use them for decoration. Sure, absolutely. Oh yeah, there's another basset hound right there on the Christmas tree. We forgot that we even had that. We dug that out when we were pulling out all the stuff. Oh yeah, and don't forget behind me here, we got the big nose. And then those, I forget what they're called, where they do the dot ink, the dot print. So yeah, a lot of Mateo's problem is there's not a lot of min pins stuff out there. I mean, I can't even find a stuffed one. We do have a stuffed basset hound too. Can't find a min pin. All right, well, I'm going to continue to use the ultrawide for just for a little test here. So Terry got home and she goes, well, you ain't taking the highway to get to work. It's a major accident in a stretch where you can't get off. She goes, traffic is back way up. So we're going to attempt the back ways. I'm trying to think. Yeah, if I just shoot straight down. Okay, shoot straight down, get up on High Street. From High Street, Fusion Corner, Grampian to Warrensville, and then drop off in Montoursville that way. I think if I stay far enough off the main path, I should be okay. Let's get this party rolling here. I'm not surprised the way these people drive. I think they can go, 80 mile an hour in the rain. That section where she said it was, it's that straight shot along where our strip is, the strip shops. I don't know of any major puddles there, so I'm guessing someone tried to get over and didn't look. Who knows? Who knows? Could have hydroplaned, depending on how hard it was raining at the time. So we're gonna make our way. Dang, did not leave the house when I should have either. I had to get out of here like 10 minutes ago. I don't know what happened. I brushed my teeth, combed my hair. Yesterday I completely forgot to comb my hair after the shower, so oh well. We're going to be held up here a little bit at school. Beautiful. Oh, he's actually pulling everything back. I'm not sure why we're stopped. The guard's not the one stopping us. Oh, he's something. All right. Anybody want to leave any comments? What do you think of using the ultra wide camera just a little bit more on the iPhone? I mean, there are going to be times I'm not going to want to use that because it's going to, I need kind of for privacy, but I think for the most part, when we go on adventures and stuff, it might be, unless I want to get detailed, but if I want to do a macro shot, hey, I can get right in on stuff with this lens. We don't come down through here very often, but so Siri is guiding me off the highway. So I'm going to guess that she knows it's backed up. This guy in front of me is going 10 mile an hour below the speed limit.
At the light, turn left onto Campbell Street, then turn right onto Little League Boulevard West.
Hi, Captain. So, downtown Williamsport. Well, kind of not quite downtown yet. I don't come down here very much. Oh, this person's just something else. Starts through the intersection and just comes to...
Turn right onto Little League Boulevard West.
Ooh. I don't know where the hell she's taking me. I'm not going this way. Yeah, I guess... No, I'm not following him any further. Alright. This is known as Confusion Corner. We were just actually up here to do Brandon Park, which is off to our right. This is a real trick to get through here because the road to my right does not have a stop sign. I'm not sure who's going. We're both. Oh, God. We're both going. So, I don't have to go this. My aunt and uncle live down here. Used to. Let's see if I can point it out. It's going to be on our left-hand side. Yeah, there's a big fence around the house. I know that. I've been down this way in forever. Where was it? Pass it. Too busy yelling at Siri. Of course, they may have changed it now. Nope, right here to the right. Yep, that's where my uncle lived. Or left, excuse me. That's where they used to live. Now we're heading up through the Grampian. That's the one I want. Grampian to, yep. This is where all the pretty houses are. Well, this end's a little bit more modest, but when you get up further toward the hospital, you start getting up to the expensive housing. It's going to be a long vlog. I apologize, but at least there'll be one today. Something a little bit different. I have 5 minutes to make it by 8 o'clock. I am not making it by 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, the raindrops are not helping me show you some of these houses. There was one along here that I always wanted. This is the Votech route when I used to go to Loyal Sock for my graphic design class. I used to dream of this one house up here to the left. Is it this white one right here? I think that we... No, that's not the one. Yeah, it's around this corner. Just gonna do that a little bit. Yeah, the higher houses are the richy ones. The ones on the... Yeah, I guess they're both kind of. Is this it coming up? You know, there's like a gate. No, that's not the one. It's been a long time, don't mind me. Actually, I missed it. Nope, I don't think I did. I think it's right there. Yes, no, maybe. There it is. We're not going to be able to see it. No, they actually have it decorated and lit up. That was it. Not seeing an enormous amount of traffic trying to divert, so I wonder if they got it moving now. But she did divert me with the maps. This is definitely not the easiest way to get to work. Figured getting on the highway now is just kind of pointless. To town. Oh, Delta, stop. Yeah, I downloaded Delta Goodrum's, like, she was one of the judges on The Voice for a really long time, Australian singer. Somehow I got her Christmas album. I'm like, okay, now it's time of year to listen to it. I run into it constantly, and I forget how many tracks it is. Like 18 tracks or something. So passing it's a pain in the butt. Yep. Well, I'm not technically late, but I'm not when there when I want to be, but it is my long day, so it is what it is. Alright, we made it. Took like, I don't know, an extra 10 minutes or so to get here, but we're here safe. Alright, catch you guys after work. Alrighty, time to blow this popsicle stand. Hey, I got it out this time. Yay. Oh, not a great day. We had everybody but one person come in from their appointments just not buying. Hate this. I'm starting to get nervous now. We're like so close to getting our month. I really want to have it by the end of this week. We might still get there, don't get me wrong. We still have some time. And yes, I'm using the ultra wide. Just kind of playing with things here a little bit. It's it chilled off. They were calling for snow flurries last my watch went off. I'm like, what? The rain stopped. That's good. Puppy walk is definitely going to happen. It may not be it might be a half a lap. Okay, is there anybody in between you and that car that you're like 30 feet behind him? I don't think there is. I could be wrong, but I don't see anybody. Oh, there was. Okay, they're hiding. They're over to the right. Yeah, I don't know. But we're 128% sales plan and 38% comp, so we're like flying right now. We just got to keep it going. I hate that the first 2 weeks are busy, and then it's Christmas week, so this is going to be a challenging week. People are buying crifts. And then this morning, I get on my bank account when I'm at real quick. I don't know what made me. Oh, I was going through my emails, and there's like your PayPal transaction of $74, and I completely freaked out. Here, Parallels renewed my canceled subscription. I could have swore I canceled it because I knew I wasn't going to do it again, and I contacted them and said, no, please cancel this subscription and refund my money. I do not have it. My account is now overdrawn. This was not budgeted. And I did get confirmation that they're refunding my money. So hopefully tomorrow morning my account is $74 higher than it is right now. But other things came out that I didn't realize. Things are just so freaking tight. Like as soon as the paychecks go in, I'm going to transfer the money into the house account just so I know I have it in there, and whatever else comes out, if it doesn't clear, I'll deal with it at a later time, but rent cannot bounce. Alright, we are back to our regular scheduled programming, and there is a little bit of wind. I do apologize. I didn't set up for mics, as I haven't for a while now. This one here, I don't know about her hard disk being on right, because she was laying, trying to avoid getting it put on her. So, alright. That is snow flurry falling. Thought I saw something fly past my face. Thank these guys for a nice little walk. Let them go potty and call it a night. Alrighty, we got a decent little moon going here tonight too. And I'm getting it through the trees right now. I'm kind of surprised it actually focused on it as good as it did. Looks pretty decent. It's starting to brighten up. You can see the clouds going by. That's a cool shot. Yeah, 14.1 zoom. We're not going to go any further than that. It's giving us some details. I can't even see that with my eyes, honestly. Oh no, we're zoomed in too far. This is something I kind of wanted to test a little bit tonight, was the ultra wide in the dark. This would have been a better comparison at nighttime, I think, even though you're not using the better lens. Just to get an idea of what nighttime shooting with the iPhone does in the ultra wide. Oh, we got a pooper going on. See, buddy, you needed to go out. That is the second time I've dropped you guys in pretty much the same spot. I'm glad I had no microphones because everything fell. I don't know, the ShiftCam hooked on something and flew out of my hand. Phone came flying out again. Even with the MagSafe on there, it still didn't hold it. Phone looks like it's okay. And the screen protector is shit anyway from the first fall. So, they're trying to turn around and go back. I was trying to put the camera away so I could pick his boom boom up, and yeah, that went real well for me. All right. Now what are you looking for? Boy, they just seem so far away with this. Yeah, I haven't tested the 0.5 at low light. It's been more about the 5X lens than it has been anything else with this phone. So, alrighty, everybody. We're going to finish up this walk, and I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hey, you want to stick around and watch the final 6 or so months of the dailies. Trying to figure out plans for after July 1st. I think, like I said, reviews. I'm hoping Adventures with Mike even continues to be a thing. With him working Knoebels now, I'm beginning to get skeptical that might fall apart too. But we'll figure something out. So, thanks for watching. Have a good night and stay safe.